Hi, it's Walter Burns from Keller Williams City Life Realty and livingonthehudson.com for this week's Living on the Hudson weekly recap, where I discuss news and events regarding the Hudson County real estate market. Diving right in the past week, there have been 114 properties that have gone under contract in the Hudson County MLS. That means they have offers that have been accepted. That is up from last week. Last week, it was 96 properties. They had an average list price of $767,000. Last week, it was $755,000, and median price of just about $650,000, which is the same as last week. From the days in the market perspective, average days in the market, 38 days. Last week, it was 30, so it's up a little bit. And median days in the market, 19. About the same. Last week, it was 15 days. So sales are up over the past week as we move out of the new year and holiday season and more into the winter time now. As we look through the list here, some properties that stood out to me. Let's take a look. In Hoboken, Sky Club, 700 First Street, Unit 7C, listed for $775,000. It was on the market for 8 days. This is a 2-bed, 2-bath, 1,144 square foot unit. Don't have interior photos. However, this is at the Sky Club. This is built by Toll Brothers in the early 2000s. It's kind of like their first project in the area. It was built in two different phases. There's a front tower or east tower and a west tower. The east tower, this is where this property was located, the C line. And this is a 2-bed, 2-bath, 1,144 square feet, listed for $775,000, on the market a week. Hasn't closed yet. Looks like it's closing at the end of February, but I'll be happy to report back on what it ended up selling for. This 2-bedroom price range for a 2-bedroom elevator building is very popular right now, especially between like 800 and $1 million. So that's a hot price point for a 2-bedroom in the area. So I'll be surprised if that unit sold under asking. My gut probably says it's sold over. Looking also through the list here, downtown Jersey City, you have over at in Newport, 20 Newport Parkway at the Shore Club, Unit 1511, listed for $1,050,000, 1,270 square feet, on the market for 15 days. This is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath at the Shore Club. So 20 Newport Parkway is the south tower of the Shore Club. Shore Club is made up of 2 different towers. You have one Shore Lane, which is the north tower, and 20 Newport Parkway, which is the south tower. So this unit was in 20 Newport Parkway, the south tower. It faced north. So you can see this building across the way here is one Shore Lane. So this was a north-facing 2-bedroom in the south tower of the Shore Club. And all these buildings I'm discussing will be linked down below here on YouTube from my website, Living on the Hudson, where you can check out other units that might be available for sale or for rent in the building, or look at things that recently sold. Shore Club, built in the mid-2000s, full service building, concierge doorman, high level of amenities. All the amenities are on the top floor of the building, where they have a fitness center, a residence club, sun deck area, children's play area. So a popular building in Newport, not far from the Newport Path Station and the Hoboken Path Station, which you can get to along the waterfront. So that's under contract, listed for $1,050,000 over at the Shore Club. Also downtown Jersey City, over at Mandalay on the Hudson, this is 22nd Street, Unit 1011, 2-bedroom, 1-bath, 925 square feet. List price was $830, on the market 13 days. This layout, this 925 square foot layout, was originally a 1-bedroom with like a dining area that a lot of people have converted into a 2-bedroom. And 22nd Street Mandalay Building and Portofino, which is located at 1 2nd Street, were built by the same people. They were both started off as exclusive rental buildings that then converted into condominiums around 2004, 2005 timeframe. Both buildings went through a condo conversion. So here you have a 2-bedroom, 1-bath. This looks like it's a south-facing unit looking down towards downtown Jersey City. Yeah, so it's a south-facing unit. Here's Goldman Sachs. So you do have some view of New York here. And as I mentioned, this is a 2-bed, 1-bath over at Mandalay. List price was $830. Let me see. 10 Regent Street. This is Liberty Harbor, located in the Liberty Harbor North section of downtown Jersey City, which is by the off of Grove Street. When you go down Grand, it's right before the Liberty, right before the hospital, Jersey City Medical Center is Liberty Harbor. It's a mixed-use development of exclusive rental buildings and condominiums. It was built starting around 2006 or so. There's several condo buildings that exist in the community. Currently, it's mostly made up of the majority of the properties that are there are exclusive rental buildings, and that has been the trend that they've built in the past 10 years. A lot of developers have moved towards rentals, but there are condos that exist in Liberty Harbor. The main building is the Sutton building, which is what this which is where this unit is located, 10 Regent Street, and it's right across the street from the beer garden, if you know where that is, over by in Liberty Harbor. So this looks like it was a western-facing unit. And this was a 1-bed, 1.5-bath, large unit, 939 square feet on the 6th floor, on the market a week, listed for $719,800 over at Liberty Harbor. It is a full-service building, concierge. You also have access to amenities, which are in the building as well: fitness center, gym, residence club, etc. Also looking through the list here, in Weehawken, 150 Henley Place, unit 206. This was a 3-bed, 3.5-bath, 1,765 square foot unit on the market 21 days, listed for $2,400,000. And this is located at Henley on Hudson in Weehawken, which is a waterfront development community on the Hudson River waterfront. You could see here from this living room photo that the unit looks has a large-scale view of New York City as well as the Hudson River. And it is a corner unit with the terrace looking, so it's a eastern and southern facing unit, and you can see that here on the floor plan. The community is made up of townhomes. There's several different condominium buildings that have multiple units in them. So there's groupings of buildings. You're not far from the ferry over in Weehawken, West New York, Port Imperial Ferry. The shuttle to the ferry actually passes through the community, so you can hop the shuttle. Also, bus on River Road is across the street. There's a concierge located in one of the main buildings to receive packages: outdoor pool, fitness center, residence club. Very nice community right along the Hudson River, Henley on Hudson in Weehawken. And this property listed for $2,400,000. And when it closes, be happy to report back on the final sales price. Over at the Hudson Club in West New York, not that far from Henley on the Hudson, just a little further north off River Road. Here you have 26th Avenue at Port Imperial, Unit 306, 1-bed, 1-bath. On the 3rd floor, 753 square feet, listed for $535, on the market for 12 days. So a lot of these units here on the market for like less than 2 weeks on average, some of them about a week or two. So that's right in line with the average days on the market or median days on the market. So you can see the market is picking up here as we move off the new year. And here are the photos here. They are building a building next door, which will be, I believe, a rental building on a vacant lot. So Hudson Club made up of 2 buildings, 24 and 26th Avenue at Port Imperial over in West New York. This also was a rental building that was converted into condominium in around 2004, 2005. Has a separate amenity building located right just past 26th Avenue at Port Imperial, which has an outdoor pool. There's a fitness center, residence lounge, indoor basketball court, business center. So it's a very nice separate amenity building over at the Hudson Club. And there is a concierge in building 24, which can receive packages. Building 26 has a virtual concierge. So here you have 1-bed, 1-bath listed for $535 at the Hudson Club under contract. Some properties that sold: 800 Jackson Street. This is the Metro Stop, Unit 909. This is located on Jackson between 8th and 9th. And this listed for $999, and it sold for full price $999. 25 days in the market. This was a 2-bed, 2-bath, 1318 square feet. So this one sold for full price. Metro Stop was built by Metro Homes, local Hudson County developer who built a lot of buildings in Hoboken and in Jersey City. Building was built around 2008. Has a virtual concierge on the top floor of the building. There's a residence lounge, common rooftop deck area, as well as a fitness center. And this 2-bedroom has sold for $999, 25 days in the market at Metro Stop. In Hoboken, near the waterfront, 1425 Hudson Street, Unit 2B. This is a 1-bedroom, 2 full bath, 1130 square feet. So it was a very large 1-bedroom. List price was $1,120,000. It sold for $10,000 over asking. It went for $1,130,000. 6 days on the market. I did show this property when it was for sale in the market last year. Very nice unit. This was Toll Brothers' last building in that northeast corner of Hoboken. Finished building. They finished it right before COVID. So 2018 to 2019 is when it was done. They had some units that they were still selling into 2020, but about 100 units in the building, concierge building, common rooftop deck area. There's also private cabanas that people have purchased their private rooftop deck areas on the roof, but there's a common area on the roof as well with a small pool. Fitness center in the building as well, not far from the 14th Street ferry over in the shipyard and the bus on 14th Street to New York. This was technically like a den area here where you have a home office set up. So it was a 1-bedroom plus den layout. And you can see a shot here. The den was over here. Bedroom is right here. And that sold for $1,130,000 at 1425 Hudson Street. Downtown Jersey City, we previously spoke about a unit at 20 Newport Parkway, which is the Shore Club. That's the South Tower. Here you have a unit at the North Tower that sold, 1 Shore Lane, unit 1110. It listed for $1,170,000, and it sold for $1,135,000. 36 days in the market, 2-bed, 2-bath, 1,280 square feet. So this was a North Tower unit that was facing south. So this unit faced south in 1 Shore Lane, looking towards 20 Newport Parkway. So this is overlooking a courtyard area in between. And it looks like the seller or a previous seller had updated the kitchen. This is not the original kitchen that came with the property. So it looks like they did do work in here with the countertops. As I mentioned before, building was built around 2005-ish, something in that range. Concierge building. And similar to 20 Newport Parkway, all the amenities in 1 Shore Lane are on the top floor of the building. So you have residence club, business center, you have a children's play area, fitness center, and residence lounge, and a sun deck area with a small indoor hot tub pool. So that's in the Newport section of downtown Jersey City, selling for $1,135,000. Over in Weehawken, we previously spoke about Henley on the Hudson. Well, here's one that sold. 3-bed, 3-bath, 100 Eaton Row, unit 304. List price was $1,398,000, and it sold for $1,380,000. 27 days in the market, 1,556 square feet. So 3-bedroom over at Henley on the Hudson. Henley on the Hudson has a lot of 3-bedroom layouts, and a lot of people now have in the market are looking for 3 bedrooms, especially if they've grown out of a 2-bedroom space. And they're more plentiful when you go from Weehawken, West New York area up River Road. So here's Henley on the Hudson. I don't have interior photos of this unit. However, it was in Eaton Row, which is one of the back buildings here along River Road. But here's the whole Henley on the Hudson development. And here you have, as I mentioned before, you have these condominium groupings of buildings. There's one here, here, as well as these buildings. Over here are actually the townhomes that were built, and they were built in the first phase of the development. And just past the townhomes here are the brownstones at Port Imperial, which were built in the early 2000s. Those are separate, not part of this condo association. There's around like 40 townhomes here, that are 50 or so townhomes here that are that's part of the brownstones. So if you know where the brownstones are on River Road, as you go north, this is the Henley on Hudson community, and here you have a 3-bedroom selling for $1,380,000, and for that price, it probably did not have New York City views. I'm guessing it faced towards River Road. Unfortunately, I do not have interior photos, but that did close for $1,380,000. Link down below on YouTube, you'll have this. You can download this document, which is basically a snapshot of the market over the past week. Currently, the inventory levels for the various towns in Hudson County along the waterfront, and what they were the previous week. Inventory, active supply still rather low in Hoboken, Weehawken, a little bit higher in downtown Jersey City. It's actually less than it was last week. And you can see the absorption rates as far as how many units went under contract in the past 30 days. And the pace at which the market is selling. So right now, downtown Jersey City has around a little over 3 months of supply. Hoboken very low at 1.5 months of supply. Same with Weehawken, 3 months. Guttenberg is the area where it's a little bit higher. When you get to less than 6 months of supply, the closer you get to 1 month, it's a stronger seller's market. The further away, 6 months or greater, you're in a stronger buyer's market. So that's linked down below. I update this document every week, and you can check out and see the inventory levels. News articles. Jersey Digs had this article. They just started building a $900 million 27-story tower. This is right by the Hoboken Path Station. It's off Observer Highway. It's Elcor, who's the developer that's going to be building all of the NJ Transit properties in Hoboken. So New Jersey Transit has started to monetize all their land that's next to their train tracks and properties. And this has been going on for many years. And this is the first building that's going to be built. I believe it's going to be rentals, from what I could tell. But I'll link this down below, and you can check this out. This is Observer, and here's the Hoboken train station. And it's located very close to the train and the path. So that's going to be coming in the next few years, 386 units in total. Also, Wall Street Journal had an interesting article about U.S. home sales and how they were at the lowest level in 30 years. There's a little over 4 million sales last year that took place. A lot of this has to do with interest rates. So a rate being high, less people want to move if they're locked into a lower rate. And the article goes through that, and I'll link this down below as well. So you can check out the chart, and you can see the inventory levels over the last since 1981 and where they've been tracking. That's linked down below. This video comes out every Monday. If you have any questions about the market, feel free to contact me anytime. You can like, comment, or subscribe down below, or reach out to me at walter@livingonthehudson.com or at 347-448-3766. Thank you for your time. Have a great day.